Hey YouTube. So I was able to finally make it to work today. My coworkers are really pulling for me because they know my work style from couple of years ago when I worked here. I was the overtime queen because I had goals. I always have goals and very determined to meet them. But yeah. I've got all my people down to sleep. Everybody's had their medication, had their showers, and their dinner. They're down to sleep, so I got some downtime to talk to y'all. I want so much, guys. I want so much to have my herbal store. I've worked so much to save and save and save to be able to do all those things that I plan to do. I haven't felt pretty in a long time. I haven't dressed up. I haven't done anything to my hair. I haven't bought any new clothes. I used to be, oh my goodness, I used to be the stylish person. And I still look at myself today and I was a really, really happy person. And I just wonder what happened to that person. It's almost like I lost part of my essence of, what makes me me and the kind of person that I am. I love traveling. I love dressing up. I love designing clothes. And like I said, I haven't did anything special for myself in a long time because I had this burning desire, this major dream to have a herbal store, to have a healing center, to share all of these things with people that I have found and discovered and put together to help people. And it's weird how I lost all my money in one day. In one day, y'all. Everything was taken in one day. The last text, I got a text from my son the other day. And he started off by saying, "You're the parent." And I said to myself, what does that mean? You took all of my money. What does that mean? And he spoke of failures, things that I failed at in the past, meaning that I took a trip to Africa. And before I left, you have to alert your bank, different things so that you could be able to use your card and everything when you go international. And I let them know what country I was going to. And it was a mix-up on their end. I told them I was going to Tanzania, and they documented saying that I was going to Gambia. So therefore, when I got to Tanzania, my card was locked and cut off to any purchases, any action whatsoever in Tanzania. So that was a big fail. He's speaking of this big failure on my part. Okay? And I had to call my sister, who knows a lot of stuff, that has friends that's in banking. And they were able to unlock my card. But I did call both my sons and let them know what had happened. So basically, I guess what he did was he was trying to make a failure statement, is what, is really basically an excuse for what he did. I guess that would kind of make him feel better about his faults. So the incident with my bank card being cut off in Tanzania was a reason that justified him taking my money. So another incident, but that's even if I did have those incidents, that wasn't something that was bad on my part, but that still don't justify you taking my money. You know what I'm saying? Then he spoke of when he was 18, when my mom passed away, I uprooted him and moved to Illinois. You were 18 going on 19. You had options. You could have stayed there. You were working. We could have had the apartment changed over in your name. You could have stayed there. You weren't going to do that because you already have the mindset of not paying any bills. Of that, you could have stayed with your father. You weren't going to do that because you weren't going to want to do what he said do. You don't want to be on the roof with him. You want to stay with calm mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that would let him have his way and do whatever he wanted to do. But at the same time, I was a little bit more lenient than dad. So he wasn't going to stay with him. So he came on to Illinois with me. And now he's speaking that I uprooted him and he didn't want to go. You were 18 going on 19. Then you get mixed up with a family of mentally ill people. Now you got this woman walking around that's claiming you as her child, stating that she's your mom and I'm your biological mom. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell that means. You didn't raise him. He was grown when you met him. So how is it you're his mom and I'm his biological mom? And he accepts this. There's no way in the world this person could be in my presence and speaking this way about my mom. When I tell you, young people, it just seems like those that were born in early 90s, late 80s, they just have no understanding. And you can be their biggest cheerleader. You can stand in, like I said in my last video, you can stand in 29-degree weather and cheer all day long for them at these little football games and track meets and basketball games. You can do whatever possible. You can be there every inch of the way for them. And they'll still walk out in the street and listen to somebody else opposed to you, when you've been there the whole time. See, I didn't just buy nice things for my son. I didn't just work hard and work overtime and buy us a house with swimming pool in the backyard. He riding around in the nicest cars and trucks and things. No. I was at every football, every basketball, every track, everything he did, I was there. I was always at the school and meetings and whatever he's getting into. I spent money after money. I paid $280 for basketball shoes, $300 for uniform, all these different things. Only thing I could think of is I did too much. I did too much. Anytime I was out shopping for myself, oh, that looked good for him. And I bought things for him. We would have our little nights out. We would go out to dinner, movies. We went everywhere. He went to spend summers with dad or weekends with dad or whatever, but dad was always there. He just wanted to be an asshole, that's all. I did too much for him. I admit that. I did too much for him. I admit that. I did too much for him. That's what it is. But I made a decision. I'm going to sue him. I am. I'm going to sue him and I'm going to stop him. This is where it stops. You're using women. You're using people. Then you decide to take and steal and all these different things. I'm going to sue you. And I hope you see this video. I'm suing your ass. Yes. Like and subscribe, people, because this is my decision. I have to stop him. He has to learn. Like and subscribe. Y'all encourage me. I need all the advice. I need any suggestions, any programs, agencies, whatever you can think of. Watch my videos and just encourage me. All right, guys.